Greater Wellington Regional Council, in conjunction with L.J. Hooker, has decided to market the cutting rights to its plantation forests of 5,430 hectares through a staged tender process. This exciting opportunity represents one of the larger forest estates to come to the open market in recent times. And with a 60-year term on the forestry rights, the purchaser will have access to significant wood supply, with harvest levels expected to be around 95,000 tonnes in the near future. There are two main forestry areas. Those within a wider Wellington metropolitan area being 3,588 hectares and referred to as the Metro Forests, and the Wairarapa Reserve Forests of 1,842 hectares contained within the South Wairarapa district. The Metro Forests incorporate 9 separate forest areas within the Wellington region. The majority of these plantings are Pinus radiata, with smaller areas of Macrocarpa, Eucalyptus, Douglas fir, Pinus contorta and nigra. Valley View Forest is the first of the Metro Forests and is situated on the west of the Hutt Valley within the Akatarawa Forest Park. It encompasses 899 hectares of standing forest and 105 hectares of forest clear-felled waiting replanting. The terrain is considered to be moderate to steep, with the majority of forest harvesting utilising cable haulers. The total forest area of Pakuratahi West Forest is located only 9 kilometres from Upper Hutt, with several different road entrances, and has a planted area of 451 hectares. Compartment sizes are generally small, with good access from service roads. Terrain ranges from gentle to moderate. Pakuratahi East contains 183 hectares of cutover forest 13 years or younger, with 13 hectares of remnant mature and alternative species forest. Terrain ranges from gentle to moderate and is serviced by good quality internal roads and an external access off State Highway 2 near the Rimataka Hill summit, or from the Rimataka Rail Trail. Mangaroa Forest is 146.3 hectares, situated on the western edge of the Rimataka Forest Park, approximately 10 kilometres from Upper Hutt. 3 age classes are present, with the majority being first rotation forest 24 years or older. Puketiro Forest is 1,276 hectares and the largest of Wellington Regional Council's holdings. Of this total, 279 hectares is cutover forest, under the age of 11 years, and 277 hectares is 30 years or older. Puketiro adjoins Battle Hill Farm Forest Park in the west and private land owned by Rallywoods to the east. The total forest area of Whakatike Forest is 160 hectares. It is located within the Akatarawa Forest Park. Like Puketiro Forest, there are transmission lines running through the forest, with the terrain again ranging from gentle to moderate. Maungakotu Kutuku Forest is a 180 hectare first rotation forest, aged 27 and 28 years, and situated at the northern end of Akatarawa Forest Park. A good network of internal service roading is in place, and the terrain ranges from moderate to steep. Moving over to the Wairarapa Reserve Forests, you can see here the age profile is reasonably front-loaded, with the majority of the forests aged 20 years or over, and the remainder pretty flat for the following years. Huanui Forest is located 15 kilometres south of Martinborough, with 2 legal access points on the Dry River Road. The forest has 449 hectares of plantation forest, with the majority of the block having been intensively tended. Tawanui Forest is located 33 kilometres south of Martinborough off Whakatomu Road. Total stocked area of this forest is 354 hectares, with 200 hectares managed regeneration, supplement planted, or awaiting restocking following harvesting. The remaining first rotation will be harvested by the time the new purchaser takes over. Located 28 kilometres southeast of Martinborough, Stony Creek Forest has 1,192 hectares planted between 1990 and 1994. This has been intensively managed with exposed ridgetop areas only partially pruned due to tree form. The balance of the area consists of soil conservation retirements. Terrain is moderate to steep hill country with some underlying wetness limitations. Currently, 80% of the Metro Forest harvest is through Centreport in Wellington City to China, Taiwan and India by Rayonier. while the balance of the harvest is sold domestically to Davis Sawmilling in Featherston or Kiwi Lumber in Wainawa. Similarly, the Wairarapa forests export 85% through Centreport, and the remainder is sold domestically. As a guide to cartage distances, the metro forest of Puketiro to Centreport in Wellington City is 45 kilometres, and equally 45 kilometres to the domestic markets at Featherston, while in the Wairarapa from Huanui Forest to Centreport is 85 kilometres and 24 kilometres to Featherston, with Martinborough only 6 kilometres away. In summary, this forest estate represents a superb opportunity to secure a significant supply of trees over the next 60 years. There is a comprehensive information memorandum and forest data which will be made available to all interested parties. Contact Warwick Searle from LJ Hooker to obtain this. The Greater Wellington Regional Council has requested that all tenders for the property be submitted by 4 p.m. New Zealand time on the 22nd of August 2013. Thanks for watching.